Alright everybody, welcome back to Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I nearly said Digimon World there, that would have been a faux pas.
We're back to the Digivolution. That's up and coming.
Did you hear? Fuck. Did you E? Did you E?
Did you E? Did you A? Did you I? Did you O? Did you Y though?
Alright, so, we learned just there that you can basically ping to the Digilab from anywhere, be it from Eden or from the real world. So you could just go and grind whenever you want. That's too much power you've given me, game, but alright, thank you. And yeah, my current team is that ninja bird Digimon. I forget its name. Gabumon and...
Rowlet.
Yeah, Rowlet. We got Rowlet, we got Gabumon, and we got good old Platinum Sukamon to give me all the XP. And,
piece of shit.
Hmm?
Piece of shit.
Literally piece of shit, yes. Alright, so yeah, this is where we need to start enacting our plan to try and get my body back, because at the moment I'm still just a horrible digital husk of a person. We discussed this before. I don't know how the VR in this works. I don't know if it's a case of if you die in the VR, you die in real life, or... How does this work, Fitzwilliam?
Ah, right, yes. First of all, to those that are confused, I will be breaking normal tradition of only appearing in one video per year. Second of all, it just says game over, and you have to start from your previous save.
Right, okay. I mean within, like, the lore of the world, though. Like, can your avatar feel pain? Does that pain travel to whoever's wearing the thing? Or do they ever go into that at all?
As this is a game for children, I think they are choosing to avoid that subject matter. It's just game over.
Okay,
See,
fair
I
enough.
think you do feel it, so like the porn would be so much more intense.
I think because your digital body is digital.
Mm-hmm.
You stop being
Okay, right.
Because you can get those like electric like like dildos and vaginas and that, where you can have it Bluetooth to the video, and like the inward thrust, it actually works with it, syncs up with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That is a thing. That probably also exists in this world. That's a whole can of worms, though. This is my
No, you don't use a can of worms when you use
No,
it.
you don't use a can of worms for that. Definitely not. Here's my Digiline. This is basically text messages that you can just get throughout the game. Most of them are spam from the Digimon that have since been consumed. So, if anything, they serve as a grim reminder of my terrible deeds. I'm just going to reply to Kyoko, because that's where, yeah, that at least I could do guiltlessly.
You monster.
I am a monster. Who's the real digital monster here? That's the question. This is a bunch of battles that also serve as tutorials, so...
There's a
they
lot of
teach you
tutorials.
There are,
Why?
but this is chapter 1.
What number video is this?
Like
This is like
4?
episode 5, 4, 5, yeah.
Yeah.
And we are just learning the core mechanics.
Yes! That's Cyber Sleuth!
I remember when I first played it, I had a whole sesh playing through, and then I got to the next part of the game, and there were still tutorials.
We've got more of those to look forward to then. The best part is the stuff it's trying to teach me are things that I've just kind of naturally sussed out just by going over the dungeon repeatedly and just battling the babies over and over. Like, yeah. Nothing particularly strenuous.
See, with all these games and that, there's just too much reading.
That's a genuine point. I feel like they could have trimmed down a lot of the dialogue in this.
I mean, like, look at like Pokemon X and Y. I whizzed through that game because I didn't read one thing anyone said.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I guess if you're a little Japanese child, there's not a lot of reading at all. It's mostly just going to be a sort of visual novel.
I mean, that's what this game kind of feels like at points. It feels like a nice mix between a visual novel and an RPG at points. Especially with how it like does the overlay with the two characters speaking to each other. I'm looking at that like, this just feels like a VN right here. This is... But then the video game kicks in and you're like, oh, I'm going to get stuck on this for hours now. So it's like several different projects all stuck together into one relatively cohesive thing. This is where things get interesting. This is where we learn about the type alignment chart. Like with the other series that will not be named here.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, there's a big type thing going on. So if you're going with Digimon of a certain type, and I remember there are types like Data, Vaccine, and all that sort of thing. Free. Virus, that's the one. Data, Vaccine, and Virus.
If it's on screen, we can fucking read it.
Yep. Yeah, no, there's like a triangle there.
Free was one as well.
Oh, free as well. Yeah, I was right there. Thank you. Yeah, you get that triangle. You get
for free.
These triangles, and light and dark are opposed. So, yeah. The thing is that this is actually way easier to remember than the other series and its type chart. So I actually have to give it props for that, for keeping this relatively simple. It just means if you have a nice diverse team of Digimon, you can always pull out critical hits or super effective hits and do all the damage. And that little ninja shuriken attack is so broken, and I love spamming it because it just lowers everybody's health really well. But yeah, you want to look at the color of the overlay, and that dictates whether or not you're going to do big dang hits. And yeah, even though Platinum Sukamon is level 2, it's also a champion, so this isn't going to be particularly difficult. So there we are. Nice big hit there. And one more to go. That weird little clam monster who kind of grosses me out. I don't like its design at all. I'm glad it's gone. There we are.
I'll be glad when you're gone.
Thank you. Alright, so, I think there's one more tutorial battle in here. And with each battle we do, we get a part of our body back, so we're not going to be a horrible digital nightmare anymore.
This video is.
Horrible digital nightmare is my whole, that's my whole design ethos when I make video content.
Make sure you rate this video with a red thumb.
Yes, a thumbs down, please. Thumbs down for me.
Was that the entire series you wanted that for? Just the last video?
No, the entire series. Yeah, we want to lean into this, make it a thing.
Well, if you watched the first 3 episodes, you would know this already.
You can't, because I haven't uploaded them.
Well, fucking upload it then!
Dan, videos take a long time to upload.
You've done the editing!
I know.
It's just our voices!
Of course, the listeners will now be very confused as they will have already watched episode 1 till 4.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I've seen this.
If you're as pissed off with David as I am, give this video a thumbs down.
This is recorded February 18th, 2018.
Oh my god, you're dating it just to prove to everyone how slowly I edit. No! Oh god.
I hope 2020's a good year for everyone.
No, they're not. You don't need to be in the future to know that.
No respiratory illnesses would be preferable.
No forest fires.
Oh yeah. God damn, the world's on fire. Alright, we have a bunch of status effects here, and they all do different things. A lot of them are standard. Dot, the one near the bottom there, that was a Digimon world as well. And that's the one that turns you into like a little sprite you can only shoot a rubbish little 2D attack. It makes you like Mr. Game & Watch, and it's actually kind of cool, even though it does absolutely ruin you.
You're kind of cool.
Oh,
I mean, no, shut up, I didn't say that.
No, I'll take that compliment. I will take that compliment. I will take that and run with it, and you can't redact it now. You said it out loud. There we are.
It is recorded for all time.
Fuck
you.
My father used to tell me to go fuck myself.
How is your father?
Dead.
Okay.
You're taking that fucking well, aren't you?
Do not remember that was a point of the last...
Oh yeah, you did destroy your father, and he fell into the digital hellscape of his own, yeah. Yeah, Pony Island's a wild ride. Alright, I got a message just now. Oh, you replied to my message, thanks. Okay, I can't reply to that, so I guess so. That's the end of that conversation. Alright, that's us done with Kowloon, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any more Digimon you can get here, other than Sunamon. Yep, there's no Digimon other than Sunamon. We've already beaten a Sunamon, so let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's see what we got in this next area.
Glad that's over.
We have treasure chests. There's one right there.
Did you just get a Game Boy? It said SP.
It's not a Game Boy SP set. What did the SP in that stand for?
Super personal.
Really?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Well, no, it's not a Game Boy Advance Super Personal. It's a different Super Personal. I have cool friends, Dorumon, who's not dead because you're a builder. I got my friends at school, and I've got my internet friends. Alright, bye. My Digimon like is there any reason to respond to the Digimon that texts you, Fitzwilliam?
Not to my knowledge.
it's just flavour. Okay, I've been adamantly responding to every Digimon's text messages, thinking that they were important.
Once you get multiple farms, there's no point.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Currently, I've got about 30 Digimon living on the farm, and every one of them will text you every few seconds.
You know what's quite funny? Anytime you mention about Digimon living on a farm, I always assume it's the same logic as, oh, my pet dog went to live on a farm, so I assume they're all... It's like, oh no, all those Digimon, those poor Digimon.
Well, I'm assuming my little Davy and Max are leveling up right now.
In heaven.
Alright, so this is where the game establishes, oh, your Digimon could do combos and pull out super attacks, cross-Ross attacks, or X-Ross attacks. But I kind of assumed, game, that you would make that happen to show it off to me, but it didn't. It just turned out to be a normal fight. So I was like, oh, that's an anticlimax. That's, that could have been more dynamic, I feel. Okay, I guess. I like my Ninjamon's, or Falconmon's animation there. I love the little dramatic jump at the screen, and the knowledge that as soon as that ended, he then immediately just fell and ate shit. You can't hold that shit forever. Alright. That, I believe, is the last Avatar part. And now I am Human again.
Do you get to change your costume in the game?
You don't. To my knowledge. Do you get to costume in this, or...?
No, but you made it sound like you could, and then you turned.
Oh, okay. Well,
Which
no.
I liked. That's very, you know...
I was going to say, yeah...
Did you have a good weekend, Fitzwilliam Ramsbottom? I didn't.
Yeah, okay. It was more just on the fence and didn't actually know, but it's good to get the confirmation. No, you're stuck with your bright yellow shirt design. Which...
Fitzwilliam Ramsbottom, how's your meal? It's bad.
Alright, well,
Sorry.
I like how Kyoko's being so, like, cavalier with us right now. She's like, oh, just walk back to me, and if you die, I'll fix you probably. Maybe.
What?
Sure. We're just winging this shit. We don't know what we're doing here.
She reminds me of the time that I went to space and I saw the moon, and the astronaut next to me turned to me and he said, wow. Anyway, let's get back to Digimon.
You've got Kyoko's character done perfectly? Alright, so here I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run back. I'll cut all this out. But you know what? Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't cut this one last fight out.
Why not?
Because X-Ross combo's happening. Look at this shit. This rules. Blue Blaster. The ninja attack. Boom. Instant win. Look at that shit. I'm proud of that. I'm happy with that. I didn't do anything to facilitate it, but I'll still be proud of it. I did that. That was me. My job. My work. My level ups. This constantly leveling up is the most satisfying thing ever, and it's why the grinding in this is so addictive. It really is like being at a casino, like you said, like just bright flashing lights celebrating you. And then it's hard to pull yourself away from it later. Alright, so, let's go back to Kyoko. Let's get out of the TV and hope that we don't get, like, spliced as we leave. Nope, we're safe, we're good, we got a body again. We're not gonna get arrested for being hideous.
That is an ashtray, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The silver bit, the silver thing, yeah. It's like a crystal ashtray, a really fancy ashtray. I don't know what the little orange thing next to it is. That looks like a fondue pot. I doubt it's a fondue pot, but it might be a fondue pot. Who knows? Just a little one for little fondues.
What's interesting about this is that you may have already explored it in an earlier video, but you can play as a lady or a gentleman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you play as a lady, none of the dialogue is altered to acknowledge your femininity.
Oh really?
Nope. It's
So, all
he
the-
does this.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
diverted.
Oh dear. Kind of an afterthought there.
Very much so.
Alright then. So who's this grandpa? Who's this grandpa who's just wandered in? This grim man! It's me, Grim Man!
Yes?
My favourite Marvel superhero, Grim Man. I like that he looks like an actual stereotypical detective as opposed to Kyoko, who looks like she's just jumped off of a party bus.
Yes.
You don't spend enough time with grim men then.
Very much a man you'd meet at the pub.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's the flat cap. It's the flat cap that absolutely makes this feel like very close to home. Like I could actually meet that guy.
Here's Drunk Greg. Hello, Drunk Greg. It's nice to see you again.
He always wanders into my office, that drunk Greg. Get the stick. Get the stick. Get him out of here.
Back to the bull and lamb, Drunk Greg.
This is Detective Matayoshi, Drunk Greg for short. He's an old friend from when my father ran the agency.
Very old friend.
Grandpa, in fact. He's the most elite cyber detective. I just imagine this guy just like sitting on his little laptop like, I'm a cyber detective, booze in one hand.
Back in the day, he was the facts detective.
He would look out for those
Solving
evil
facts-related crimes.
Oh, how time flies. Oh, how he changed with the ages. I like this running gag. It's a dumb running gag, but I like it. Oh no, not coffee. I don't like coffee. I'll be fine.
She does make some interesting coffee recipes.
She makes some interesting coffee.
She makes like a fish one at some point.
Oh, I look forward to that.
Why?
Why not? What's wrong with fish coffee, Dan?
Hello, my name's David and I'll eat it.
Okay, old man's just staring at us, clearing his throat.
It's pretty grim.
It's as grim as they come. Don't mind my super cyber sidekick who can fly through the internet.
Insert joke here.
What, about cyber as a prefix?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm sure many jokes could be made about that.
Why is your leg so warm?
I've got warm legs, leave me alone.
Like my knee's fucking on fire.
Oh yeah, I've got very warm legs, sorry.
Fucking wrong with you?
Alright, we're gonna learn about Eden syndrome.
And
which
your
is
warm
interesting.
legs, apparently.
That's one of the symptoms of Eden syndrome. It's when you use it. Okay, this is you die in the game, you die in real life, but it's you pass out in the chat room, your body goes into a coma. So, pretty bad. I'm surprised Eden hasn't been shut down, given that this is a thing that exists. Yeah, the company that caused the illnesses is searching for a cure. Oh, that makes it okay then. Let's keep Eden running.
Look at tobacco in modern day.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You're not wrong.
What are you trying to say?
It's, well, I mean, Eden's a lot of business. Eden's like a successful Second Life.
Yeah.
And all the businesses.
Are you implying that Second Life is not successful, Fitzwilliam? How could you?
Yes!
My next LP project!
I will be down to do
Alright, so Kamishiro Enterprises run Eden, and they're running the whole medical research into Eden syndrome. They're basically like the company that runs everything. Not at all evil. They're definitely not evil big corporation.
I think there's more to it than that.
Oh yeah, it goes deeper. It was evil Digimon all along. That's what I'm calling it now. It's evil Digimon all along. They corrupted. They corrupted Eden.
No.
I think
Okay. Just shot down immediately.
I'm going with the theory that it was that wasp that interfered with our last Let's Play.
Oh yeah, at the end of our last SP, at the end of our last LP, we got literally attacked by a wasp. It was a bad time.
Looks like there was a bee in the system.
It wasn't Beemon either, or Waspamon. One of them's real. I know one of them. At least one of them's got to be real.
Waspinator.
Mon, yeah,
No, Waspinator.
Mon. It's Digimon, Dan.
I'm thinking of Beast Wars here.
Okay.
Anyone fucking remember Beast Wars?
What's happening with Grim Man? We've not really been paying attention. I'd watch out for her coffee, especially the colour the sonic chunks floating in it.
Oh yeah. Mmm, delicious. Chunky coffee. Would you like more chunks in your coffee?
Yes.
So yeah, it turns out our new boss doesn't know how to make coffee. And
Know how to make coffee.
She knows how to make bad coffee. And you know what? I kind of want to... if it's a running gag that she keeps making terrible coffees, for a bonus video, I might do a video where I make all of her coffees and drink them all. I'll make us drink them all, if you're both up for that.
Unfortunately, I have to wait another year before I can be in 3 videos.
Thank fuck for that.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Dan.
Alright, so apparently there must be some connection between that weird shit that's going down with me and this Eden syndrome. It's all connected. No leaps in logic necessary. It was aliens. Aliens all along. Let's go beat up the aliens. Let's go to the hospital. It's run by aliens and reptoids. No irrational conclusions here. Let's do this.
You know what she could do? She could go on YouTube and watch a Let's Play of this. And she'd know.
She'd know the answer, yeah. Quick and easy way to deal with any media problem is to just read further in the script.
So the next mission, you have to go and get an appointment to go to the hospital. So that'll be fun.
That'll be a good 3-month waiting list. Okay, cool.
Well,
fun.
fuck the video's over. Bye.